Welcome back to Maximus Reactus, where we go big, react bigger, and break down the moments that move the game. The 2025 NFL season has officially hit the halfway point, and while everyone's talking about Drake May's MVP run and the Cowboys' defense without Micah Parsons, or the Chiefs barely staying afloat above 500, there are other storylines flying under the radar. So today, we're taking a closer look at the 5 NFL storylines that we aren't talking enough about. The players, the coaches, the teams quietly shaping this season behind the headlines. Yes, you heard that right, Aaron Rodgers in black and gold. After all the offseason drama about whether he'd retire or move again, Rodgers has quietly become one of the steadiest quarterbacks in football. At 41, he's completing nearly 69% of his passes with 17 touchdowns and 5 picks, ranking top 3 in the league in touchdowns. And he's doing it behind a shaky offensive line with limited weapons outside of DK Metcalf. Rodgers hasn't been flashy, but he's been surgical, running the offense efficiently, keeping the Steelers competitive every week, and masking the inconsistencies of a volatile Mike Tomlin defense. It's almost poetic. After years of headlines and controversy, Rodgers might be having one of the most mature and impactful seasons yet. In Arizona, Kyler Murray era is fading fast. The Cardinals aren't saying it out loud, but their actions tell the story. After a 2-0 start, Murray's injuries and ragged play send the team spiraling. Jacoby Brissett stepped in and suddenly the offense started moving. Brissett has taken the Cardinals, pushing the ball downfield and winning games they weren't supposed to. Murray's now back on the injury reserves and his future in Arizona looks all but over. 7 seasons, 0 playoff wins, and a lot of what-ifs. It's starting to look like both sides need a fresh start, and Murray could be the next big-name quarterback on the move in 2026. While the Bengals' offensive highlights still make the rounds, Cincinnati's defense has become one of the league's biggest disappointments. Zac Taylor, the man who helped lead this team to a Super Bowl just a few years ago, is now overseeing back-to-back seasons where the defense has completely unraveled. Sure, he's gotten unexpected production from Joe Flacco filling in for the injured Joe Burrow, but that doesn't excuse the bigger picture. Bengals are 21-22 since 2023, and Taylor's hand-picked defensive staff hasn't delivered. If Cincinnati misses the playoffs again, don't be surprised if ownership starts wondering whether Taylor's magic has run out. It's one of the stories no one is talking about, but might dominate the headlines by December. Remember when people said the NFC West was fading? Yeah, about that. The Seattle Seahawks are suddenly looking like legit contenders again. Sam Darnold, yes, Sam Darnold, is having the best season of his career, completing over 70% of his passes and 16 touchdowns. Mike McDonald's defense has been lights out, and Seattle looks like a complete team. Then there's the Los Angeles Rams, a quiet 6-2 under Sean McVay. Michael Stafford, a 37-year-old, was supposed to be done. Instead, he's healthy, sharp, and leading one of the most balanced offenses in football. And even with all the injuries, San Francisco is still hanging around because Kyle Shanahan always finds a way. The NFC West has at least 2 title contenders right now, maybe 3, and it's time people start noticing. And finally, let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons, a team that can't seem to escape mediocrity. They brought in Kirk Cousins in 2024, then pivoted to rookie Michael Jr., hoping he'd be the missing piece. The defense is actually clicking under Raheem Morris, but the team sits 3-5 with a minus 35-point differential. The offense has weapons. Bijan Robinson, Drake London, even Kyle Pitts. But the play calling and decision making just haven't lined up. Raheem Morris is now 15-21 as a head coach, and the Falcons' ceiling feels painfully familiar. Good enough to tease fans, but never good enough to feel like contenders. If things don't turn soon, this could be yet another franchise headed towards a full reset in 2026. So there you have it. The 5 NFL storylines we're not talking enough about, from Aaron Rodgers quietly carrying the Steelers to the Cardinals moving on from Kyler Murray to the Falcons' endless frustrations in the second half of the season, is going to get even wilder. Who's your most underrated storyline of 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe for more weekly NFL takes here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the Maximus Empire. Remember, go big, react bigger. I'm Max. Catch you in the next one.